Guys, I'm here with another horror movie. Today is the Advent calendar. Eva is a professional dancer, but due to a traffic accident, and paralyzed the lower body for life. That night, when Eva was about to take a break, suddenly, a big truck came speeding towards her. Just when it's about to hit, Eva woke up. It turns out that Eva has been since the accident. She has been living in the shadows. Eva was called by her boss at work that day. Turns out Eva's business is selling insurance, but this month's performance is too poor. The boss is very angry, and also said some insulting things, but Eva, as a migrant worker, can only swallow her anger. Eva called her stepmother after work. It turns out today is Eva's birthday. She wants to talk to her father, but her stepmother told her, a person with Alzheimer's disease, he doesn't even know who he is. How could he possibly remember her birthday? At night, when Eva was looking at the picture of the father and daughter, a car is parked in front of my house. Eva goes over to open the door. She just found out that she is her best friend. Sophie is here to celebrate her birthday. Her best friend not only brought champagne and cake, also brought a special birthday present. Eva took the gift and couldn't wait to open it, and inside it was an advent calendar. Eva loved it. Just asked my girlfriend where she got it from. The girlfriend said she bought it at a market. She also said that behind this calendar, it said, "Drop it and I'll kill you." That's what Eva asked. Who am I? The girlfriend said, it was a person named ICH, and Eva puts the calendar on the table. When she opened it, she found a key inside. She picked up the key and opened cell 1, and inside is a chocolate. She opened the chocolate wrapper. She saw a few lines on it, but because it's German, Eva doesn't understand it. She gave it to her best friend. It turns out that the above are the rules of the game. Then my girlfriend read it. Rule 1. If you eat one of these candies, about to eat it all, or I will kill you. Rule 2. Obey all rules, until the last door is opened, or I will kill you. Rule number 3 is to throw it away. I will kill you. After saying this, Eva didn't think the rules were a joke, but she didn't care. She took it, and a monster seems to have been released. Then Eva opened door number 2. She found this chocolate. It was her father's favorite. Then Sophie persuaded Eva to eat it, and tell Eva, in case you eat this chocolate, we'll make some kind of connection with the father. Eva smiled contemptuously. Opened door number 3. Found a card inside, and there are words on the back, so she asked her best friend to be a translator again. Her best friend told her, it says, I want to heal the hurt, destroy what hurts you. When Eva opened door number 4, the key is stuck. Sophie also told Eva, can't open until 12 p.m. Then the two of them had a birthday party. When two people eat, the box suddenly spoke. Because Eva doesn't understand, Sophie just told her the box said it arrived at 12 o'clock. Open the door, and Eva comes up to me, unscrewed the key to door 4. A little guy pops out of the top of the box, but there are 3 letters ICH on the back of the villain. When Eva opens door 4, found a baby-like candy inside, and Sophie translated it again. She said Jesus said to the lame man, get up and walk, and that obviously offended Eva. Eva's face changed. Tell Sophie she's going to rest. Then Sophie went home. When Sophie left, she closed the calendar, then picked up my father's favorite, chocolate in my mouth. Just at this moment, the phone at home rang. Eva answered the phone. It was my father calling, and she said happy birthday to Eva. After saying this, there is no sound. Eva was very surprised. She picked up her cell phone and called her father again, but there was no answer on the phone. The camera turns. Father still sat there quietly. The next day, Eva was called by the boss to the office again, and this time the boss introduced her to a new colleague. While the two were working, Eva was taunted by her colleagues, and Eva chose to ignore. After a while, Sophie told Eva she had dinner tonight. She wants to take Eva with her. Eva, that's a good thing, gladly agreed. At night, when the two are ready to leave, Eva told Sophie about her father's phone call. She walked up to the phone and said it's impossible. Then Eva asked Sophie, the person who sold her this calendar, didn't he say anything to her? Sophie said she stole it, and Eva was not impressed. After saying these words, the two set off. After the two arrive at the place, she found out that the so-called eating place turned out to be a bar. Immediately after, the two were called over by William, and then William introduced Eva to the friends she had brought with her, Mustache, and William said some nasty things to Eva. But since it is the first time we meet, Eva thought he was joking. After a while, since Sophie is getting along with the Mustache, she asked William to take Eva home. When two people are in the car, William introduced Eva to a stock trading app. He also said that he would transfer the 457 yuan he just earned to Eva. But Eva wasn't interested. Just as the two were about to arrive home, William saw Eva asleep, started messing with Eva, and Eva was really upset when she found out. And William is getting worse and worse. She insisted that Eva put the fire out of her. See Eva go crazy and resist. He threw her down with the wheelchair. When William left, Eva told him to go to hell. Just at this moment, really in the room suddenly opened a door. A car exactly like William's opened out the door, and Eva's little dog noticed this toy, and the dog came up on the table and started playing with the toy. And William on the other side, he found that the glass of his car had been inexplicably shattered. Just as he looked dumbfounded, the puppy bit the toy with its mouth. and William's car reacted violently. The next day, when Eva was resting in the park, dreaming of the boy she has liked for a long time, and my best friend called at this time, she told Eva, William died in a car accident last night. When Eva heard it, she remembered what she said yesterday. After the phone is hung up, Eva received a text message. It turned out to be from William. When my best friend arrives, Eva told her best friend about the text message. However, my girlfriend thinks it is only the reason for the network delay. Then Sophie clicked on it. Stock trading software that William sent to Eva. After the software is opened, there are really 457 yuan in it. Sophie also told Eva she was going away for a while, and then he left. At night, while Eva was sleeping soundly, the calendar rang again. Tell Eva it's 12 o'clock. Open the door now. Eva went over and opened the door, and inside it was a candy in the shape of a heart. The next day, when Eva had afternoon tea, she found that the boy she liked was also in this place. Then Eva took advantage of the waiter's absence, sneaked that candy into the boy's drink. When the boy drank his drink, he looked directly at Eva, and then we started talking to Eva, and sat next to Eva. She told Eva his name was Boris is a doctor, and Eva looked at Boris in shock. At night, Eva just saved Boris' number on her phone. When the time comes to 12 o'clock, Eva held the calendar and opened another door, and this time, inside, is a candy like a clock. Eva ate it without hesitation, but only for a moment. The clock on the table was changed. Eva picks up the phone, found a lot of missed calls. When Eva looks at the calendar, she saw that the door on the calendar had been opened 3 more times. And when Eva came to work, the boss told her she got fired because she took 4 days off. Eva was confused, but only faced reality. Then Eva called Boris. When the two arrived home, and Eva told Boris about all this, and the only thing I didn't tell Boris about that love candy. Boris told her to stop eating, and then he left. When Boris left, Eva noticed that there was a pattern on the back of those candy wrappers. She put the candy wrappers together. Think of a stock trading company. She picked up her phone and invested directly in the company. The investment amount is exactly the 457 yuan given by William before. At night, that box is uncharacteristically. It didn't make Eva open the box, but called out Eva's dog. The dog walks up to the calendar. A door opened by itself, and inside that door was a black bone. The dog ate it and ran out of the house. The next morning, while Eva eats, found out that stock has been making money. And Eva called out to her little dog, but the always obedient puppy is very abnormal today. Eva comes to the door. She saw that the puppy was covered in blood. Just think she's done bathing the puppy. She noticed something in the puppy's mouth. When she dug it out, she found out, isn't this the boss's necklace? So she called her boss, but no one answered. And then, Eva just remembered a string of strange things these days. She first wrote 1 to 11 with a pen, and put those eaten candy wrappers, put it on the corresponding number of days, also put the corresponding event, put it together with candy wrappers and days. After Eva looked at these things, she finally understood the rules of the game. Time has come to day 12. Eva opens the cabinet, found the same as last time, or that baby-like candy. She looked at the candy and remembered what Sophie had said. Eva picked up the candy and licked it first. Eva was electrocuted. Then she took it without hesitation. And then something weird happened. Eva's legs kept shaking, like it's done. But it only lasted a few minutes. Eva sees this. Eat the one you didn't eat last time. But this time, Eva's legs reacted even more violently. The camera turns. Eva woke up in the hospital. She also saw a strange woman looking at her. Then Boris told her. Eva was seen lying on the road in front of her house, still clutching that calendar. Took her to the hospital. Boris is also very confused. And Eva is like amnesia. Can't remember anything. After a while Eva was checking, images of that day came to mind. She saw herself clutching the calendar. It turned out to be running. Then he fell to the ground. It was discovered. The time has come for day 13. Just as Eva was getting ready for bed, the strange woman is holding a calendar. Came to Eva. She asks Eva to open grid 13. And Eva takes the key, and she unlocks the grid. Inside is a chocolate that looks like a button. At the begging of a woman, and Eva gave her this chocolate. The woman found out and left with satisfaction. When Eva got home, write down these 2 things as well. Just at this moment, Eva's phone is ringing. It turned out to be the stock trading software. Prompt that Eva has made more than 10,000 euros. Then Eva opened door number 14. It's still the chocolate that my father loves to eat. Just when Eva wants to eat, suddenly thought of something. The next day, Eva went to her father's house. Then Eva came to her father. The chocolate was fed to my father. Father just ate it, and he looks at Eva, and chanting Eva's name. Eva was thrilled. Father told Eva he made the call on his birthday. He also told Eva, this calendar will require sacrifices. The sacrifice may be a stranger. It could also be a relative or friend of hers. If Eva wants to walk, then you have to kill. Father told Eva, if it's his turn, please Eva don't hesitate. If Eva refuses, Eva will become a sacrifice. After saying this, the father was restored to his original state. After a while, Eva found Boris. After eating her candy, tell him what happened. She made Boris watch her eat the candy, and have Boris record what happens. After Eva eats, her legs were shaking. Then Eva lay on the ground. Looks like it's in pain. but not for a while. Eva stopped. Then he said to Boris. She could feel Boris touching her legs. Then the two took the opportunity to make out. Half a minute later, Boris sent Eva to the swimming pool. When Boris came home, he found that the keys to Eva's house had been left in the car. Then he drove to Eva's house. He called and told Eva. He put the key in a clay jar beside him. Just as Boris was about to leave, and found out that the door to Eva's house was open, and he walked in, saw something on Eva's desk, then pick up the candy paper of that love candy. Instantly understand what's going on, and William looked at the calendar. When he wants to touch, a monster flashed through my mind. Then the little blackboard on the calendar. A row of characters appeared inexplicably, and it says, "Don't pause." Boris didn't care when he saw it. He picked up the calendar and put it in a bag. Drive away. When he came to a small river, throw the calendar down without hesitation. That bag sinks quickly, and there was a layer of smoke on the surface of the river. Even the sky darkened. Then a monster emerged from the river. Boris was horrified when he saw it, turned his head and ran. But he just turned around. The monster is gone. Suddenly, the monster smashed the car window, pulled Boris out of the car. Then he grabbed Boris' legs and headed for the river. The monster grabbed Boris' head. Press it in the water. Don't let him breathe. While Eva was swimming, she actually saw Boris. When she swam past, she realized that Boris was out of breath. Eva is sad, but there was nothing she could do. Finally swam up. When Eva came up, she realized she actually came to a strange place by herself. And Eva swam back to shore, but the monster showed up holding the calendar. When the monster touches Eva, Eva woke up at home. Suddenly, someone knocks on the door. It turned out to be an employee of the swimming pool. He's here to bring Eva the wheelchair. He asked how Eva got back, because all her stuff is in the swimming pool. Then Eva let him out of here like crazy. At night, Eva sits in front of the calendar. When the time comes, she opened door number 17, and inside is a glowing candy. Eva shouted Boris' name and ate it. After a while, there are a lot of strange noises in the house. When Eva came to the bathroom, see the light on the mirror. She looked in the mirror. She actually saw Boris, and Eva carved that on the mirror. Don't stop breathing. Time has come to day 18. That calendar came up to Eva. Let Eva open the door. But Eva is a little reluctant. But just then, something came out of door 18. Eva took it out and found out. It turned out to be a knife, and there's blood on the knife. There is also a picture of a puppy. Eva understood when she saw it. The devil made her kill her own dog. But Eva was very reluctant. But the monster suddenly appeared, grabbed Eva by the neck. Eva can't help it. Only pick up the knife again. The monster also let go. Sophie came back from a business trip the next day. She came to Eva's house, shouting Eva's name. Found no response. So he opened the door and went in. But she bowed her head. Found a pool of blood. She followed the blood trail. Saw Eva holding the dead puppy. At night, Sophie let her boyfriend go home first. She said she was going to stay with Eva tonight. Take Eva to find her tomorrow. When Sophie came into the house, and Eva was asleep, but until 12 o'clock, the calendar is moving again. Sophie went over to check. She took the key and opened door number 19. It was a genital-like candy, and she put it in her pocket. But Eva suddenly appeared. Ask her what's inside. Sophie says it's just a chewing gum, and then she gave Eva the gum. But nothing happened after Eva ate it. And then, they went to Sophie's boyfriend, Mustache's house. Just when Eva was stunned, time stands still. Then she found Sophie by her side, changed clothes, and she put on the dress herself. Sophie played with her phone while driving. Then a big truck hit them. Just at this moment, Eva woke up. She looked at the candy wrapper. Tell Sophie it's just a memory. It turns out that the reason why Eva lost her legs, it's because Sophie was negligent. The next day, Sophie wanted to talk to Eva for a while, but until 12 o'clock, Eva noticed that the little man on the calendar was missing. Then Eva opens grid 21. One side is still the baby-like candy. She told Sophie, if she eats this candy, the monster will kill her. Then Eva gave that candy to Sophie. Then Sophie found her boyfriend. She wants to make out with him for a while, but the boyfriend is not interested. Sophie pulled out the candy. Put it in your boyfriend's mouth. And then, there are the dirty scenes. Eva on the side. He's hugging that box and talking to himself. But when she took a closer look, she found something on the top of the box. Eva opened it and found a painting inside, and it has the artist's address on it. But right now, Sophie's screams came from next door. Suddenly Sophie was kicked in, and the mustache's eyes are red. He was possessed. Then the monster appeared. Just let the mustache go to God. The monster came in slowly. 1 foot trampled Sophie to death. Then the monster came to Eva. Motion for Eva to eat the candy. After Eva complied, the monster disappears. On the 21st day, Eva drove off according to the address on the painting. After arrival, Eva told the people inside she wants to talk about this painting she made a year ago. The painter opened the door and told Eva he went blind 5 years ago. How could there be a painting from a year ago? Then the two came into the house. The bearded man touched a painting with his hand. The bearded man killed his wife first. Then he shot his own child. When the bearded man wakes up, looking at Eva with anger, and his wife and son came over at this moment, he told Eva that she hadn't painted it, because his wife and son are doing well, and Eva said they were already dead. The painting is a message for the next person. He must sacrifice them. This will be explained later. Then Beard kicked Eva out. The time has come to day 22. Eva, open that grid, and there was a doll inside. She looked at the doll and remembered her former colleagues. When Eva put the doll down, the monster appeared again. Then Eva picks up the doll again. She first pulled out the doll's hair, and my colleague, who is taking a shower, also found that the hair was falling out. Eva plucked the doll's hair out little by little, and at the same time, this side is also bald. Then Eva broke off the doll's limbs. Finally, he crumpled the doll into a ball, and threw it to the side of the road. When Eva got home, glanced at that stock, she found herself with over 300,000 euros in her account. Immediately after, Eva found a 5-star hotel and stayed there. Then Eva sat on the edge of the bed and opened door 23, and inside was my father's favorite chocolate, and a pistol. The camera turns. The stepmother received a Christmas present from Eva. She opened the box. That's the calendar at the back. When the stepmother saw the words on the back of the calendar, turned around and threw it into the fireplace. But right now, the monster appeared. It sent her directly to God, and Eva was watching quietly downstairs. Eva heard the screams and went up. She glanced at her stepmother's corpse. Then come to my father. He fed the chocolate to his father. When the father wakes up, he knew it was his turn to sacrifice. Then turn your back and let Eva shoot. Eva, in a fierce ideological struggle, still chose to shoot. The time has come to day 23. The staff at the swimming pool knocked on Eva's door. When Eva opened the door, he asked if Eva's leg was okay, and Eva says it's okay, and they looked at each other, did something indescribable, and Eva told the employee about the calendar. It turns out that, after Eva ate the last candy, everything will go back to square one. Eva also forgets everything, just like the bearded man. Then Eva came to the rooftop, with the calendar in her arms. Pick up the phone and turn on the video, and admonish those who get the calendar in the future. Be sure to follow the rules. And Eva picks up the phone. Put your phone at the top of your calendar, and there's a note on the back of the phone. The note says a message for the next person. Then Eva opens the calendar, and opened the last door with the key. Just when she was about to eat, the employee suddenly came over. He told Eva she doesn't need to eat the last one, because rule number 2 says follow all the rules, until the last door is opened. And Eva has opened the last door. She doesn't have to follow the rules anymore. She's free. Then he picked up Ricky, and threw him down the stairs. But he was fine. This also proves that what he just said were real candies. He told Eva she can choose to eat the candy, as if nothing had happened. She can also choose not to eat, no longer relying on wheelchairs to embrace a new life. Movie last. Eva takes the candy and shouts. So the movie ends. Guys, what would you do?